In the shadowy corners of a dilapidated town, whispers of a new phenomenon spread like wildfire across social media. It started as a series of seemingly innocuous TikTok videos under the username 123Showtime. They featured an eerie countdown, scrappy animation, and a dissonant jingle that was reminiscent of childhood nightmares. "Just 10 seconds until you see the truth," the caption announced with a teasing allure. Curiosity ignited the users, pulling them deeper into the web. Those who dared watch were greeted with distorted faces, flickering lights, and snippets of old forgotten films. Each video ended with a hard cut to black, but the unease it invoked lingered in their minds, chipping away at their sanity. One thing was clear: the creator wasn't just after views. They were fishing for something darker, something that could entwine itself around the viewer's psyche. Among those who watched was Sarah, an introspective college student with a penchant for the eerie. The gaming community she frequented had already been abuzz with conspiracies surrounding 123 or Showtime. Theories spiraled about it being a viral marketing stunt, or more chillingly, a recruiting effort for an obscure cult. Intrigued, Sarah fell deeper into the rabbit hole, dismissing her friends' mounting concerns. Every new upload seemed to resonate with her own unfinished fears, images of her childhood home overlaid with ghostly whispers, echoes of laughter turned hollow. Soon, her nights were invaded by fragmented dreams of a live audience clapping, cheers drowning out her screams. These videos weren't just content, they felt personal. As the countdown ticked down, the content increasingly revealed unsettling truths. The screen flickered, illuminating a figure, a shadowy entity with eyes glistening like crimson orbs. The scenes intensified, fraying Sarah's already fragile grasp on reality. Each real-life moment began to blur, influenced by the grim tones from her screen. Friends recounted their own experiences, echoing the same cycle of obsession. Some vanished after inviting others to join them, the grim prompts promising enlightenment hidden beneath the surface. One evening, after months of spiraling into this digital abyss, Sarah's phone vibrated with a new notification. "Join me live." Heart racing, she clicked the link. The feed opened to a room bathed in a crimson hue, the same eyes watching from the shadows. A real-time countdown glowed beneath the grim banner. "Face your truth." "Welcome, welcome!" A voice cracked through the speakers, slithering under her skin. Was it a recording, or was someone there among the shadows? The audience appeared, each face a mask of excitement and terror merged into one. "Tonight, we ascend." As fear clawed at her chest, Sarah understood. The answer she sought would never be hers alone. She felt compelled to answer, to stand beside the shadow who beckoned. Would they become one? No longer separate beauty and horror, it encapsulated her existence. She stood transfixed, drowning in the chaos of the moment. Time slipped away, but the countdown loomed closer. Muffled whispers transformed into shrieks as faceless figures swirled around her. Then, as the final chime echoed, Sarah's perception warped. She caught glimpses of reflections in the myriad eyes around her, the hollow forms of her friends, eyes vacant yet pleading. As the screen went dark, the atmosphere thickened with tension. The faint sound of applause filled the silence, and then a single, haunting phrase cut through, echoing in the depths of her mind. "It's showtime, Sarah." The live stream concluded, and the digital glow faded, but confronting her reflection, she saw the truth. She was not alone. They were all there, melding into one. Scorned silence enveloped the room, leaving only the lingering doubt. Was she still watching, or had she become part of something unending? The soft echoes of laughter enveloped her as she whispered back to the void, "I'm ready for the next show." The room around her seemed to breathe, the air thick with an inexplicable energy that crackled like static before a storm. Sarah staggered backwards, her heart pounding as the last vestiges of her reality unraveled. The crimson hues of the live stream had seeped into her skin, the vivid emotion of the audience now a part of her, an intoxicating blend of fear and exhilaration. "Ready for the next show?" she murmured again, this time more confidently. The echoes reverberated within her, fusing into a mantra. In that moment, fragments of her memories blurred, the bright laughter of her childhood friends, the warmth of her family's home. Their concerned faces faded into the periphery, replaced by the magnetic pull of an unseen allure. The countdown had become her lifeline. An urge surged through her to share the experience beyond the faint glimmer of her phone screen. She remembered the earlier messages, others asking her to join them, to bring them along on this descent. It was a simple decision, and one that felt exhilaratingly right. She could be their gateway to the truth. Overwhelmed, Sarah quickly navigated her phone to her followers, typing out a message that spilled from her fingers with unsettling ease. "You think you know fear? Join me. At showtime. Let the countdown begin." As she hit send, a thrill danced along her spine, blending seamlessly with the anticipation in her chest. She could almost hear the neon applause, the chorus of the entity that lurked within the depths of the stream. Seconds later, notifications cascaded down her screen, like shrieks in the distance growing ever closer. Friends from her gaming community expressed readiness, curiosity urging them forward. They were hungry for the truth, just as she had once been. The room pulsed with life, reflections of her friends' faces illuminated by their screens, their eager anticipation a mirror of her own. Each notification drifted into her consciousness, washing over her with a sense of power. She shared the live link, unconsciously sinking deeper into her new reality. But a foreboding chill ran through her when she noticed the comments. A single username, 123 Showtime, began responding to her friends' messages with eerily personal remarks. "You've been chosen. Prepare for the truth." Each response wrapping around her, threatening to pull her entire being into the depths. As the count began anew, a thread of dread intruded upon her thrill. There was a sickening sensation that each video claimed lives, real lives, twisted and contorted before her very eyes, destined to be trapped in a revelatory purgatory. She tried to reason with the voice in her mind that cautioned her to pull away, reminding her of those who had vanished or lost their grip on reality entirely. But the countdown flickered. The crimson light from the screen flickered without mercy, the whispers sharpening as her friends expressed excitement, diving headfirst into the digital portal. Sarah felt a hunger rise within her, idly confused by tears welling against her will. Not sadness, not regret, this was something deeper. As the final digits diminished into silence, she found herself standing on a precipice. The audience was transformed once more, silhouettes against the encroaching darkness. Their eyes burned with knowledge, obvious and terrifying. What had she unleashed? A sudden loud crack split through the tension, reverberating from her phone. The screen displayed faces distorted beyond recognition, friends twisted into grotesque masks of anguish, mirroring the shadow that gaped at her with an anticipation so deep it felt primordial. Her heart leaped as a primal scream ripped through the air, her friends' faces contorting in horror. "Sarah, help! What is this? Get us out of here!" Their cries clashed with the sinister chuckle of 123 Showtime deep inside her mind, devouring their desperate words in exhilarating, macabre laughter. The figure that had once seemed enticing now loomed within her thoughts, monstrous yet oddly comforting. "Welcome to the show," it murmured. "Your friends are already beginning to understand, but those who hesitated have been transformed. You must embrace the truth to join us." Reality was slipping away. She felt the layers of her existence peel back, exposing the raw core beneath. "You wanted to face the truth, didn't you?" the voice crooned. "In your pursuit of terror, you have become part of my legacy." Sarah's eyes widened in horror as she realized what she was being offered, a chance to lead, to become the conduit through which others could experience this dark awakening. That writhing desire replaced all concern for her friends, their fates now a distant echo. What had once been a haunting curiosity had become an insatiable hunger for power beyond her comprehension. "Just one more show," she whispered, the shadows rising like a tempest around her. Laughter filled the void as she succumbed to darkness. "I am ready." And in that moment, with a swirl of crimson and a final unholy cheer, she vanished alongside her friends, leaving only the remnants of their desperate pleas echoing through the hollow channels of a haunted network as the countdown resumed. An infinite loop destined to ensnare the next curious soul who dared to watch.